Welcome, friend. You're here now, and that's all that matters. Take a slow breath in, and let it drift gently out. Let the worries of your day settle like flour at the bottom of a clay bowl. Tonight, I'll be your quiet guide on a sleepy little journey into the soft embers of an ancient world. Let's leave behind the noise of the modern kitchen, the buzz of the refrigerator, the click of timers, the glow of overhead lights, and slip gently through time. Back to the days of the Roman Empire, when food was cooked over open flames. Spices arrived in bundles wrapped in linen from distant lands, and meals were slow, fragrant, and full of stories. We'll step inside a Roman kitchen, not of emperors or palaces, but of the ordinary Roman family. A place warmed by firelight and rich with the scent of honey, herbs, and history. So now, find your most comfortable spot. Let your body rest, and your mind begin to drift. The journey is soft, slow, and filled with the gentle flavors of long ago. Let us begin in a quiet Roman domus, a modest townhome tucked along a cobbled street in the heart of Pompeii. The stone walls are weathered, but firm. The roof tiles glow with a soft orange warmth under the fading sun. We step across a smooth marble threshold, where sandals have tapped for generations. Inside, the air is cooler. Light filters through an open atrium above, dappling the floor with soft, watery sunlight. There's the gentle sound of water, a fountain trickling lazily in a small central pool. Beyond the atrium lies the heart of this home. The kitchen, or as the Romans called it, the culinary. It is small, by today's standards. A square room, darkened with smoke from years of cooking. Its walls are lined with clay jars, bronze utensils, and a curious sense of quiet. You might think it strange that the kitchen was not grand, or central, in most Roman homes. But in ancient times, the act of cooking was simple, ritualistic, and often tucked away. A sacred chore, filled with scent and flame. At the center of the culinary is the hearth. Not a stove, not an oven as we know it today, but a raised, brick platform, charred and blackened, where small logs are fed into the fire. And a quiet flame flickers under bronze pots and iron grills. There is no chimney. The smoke curls lazily up toward the open ceiling, sometimes finding its way through a vent, other times lingering inside, perfuming everything with the scent of wood. A woman, perhaps the domina of the house, wearing a simple tunic tied at the waist, stirs a pot gently, using a long-handled spoon carved from olive wood. The fire crackles softly. She hums, not a song, but the rhythm of memory, passed down from generations of cooks before her. Now, let's look at what she's cooking. A stew, perhaps. Not rich with meat, but thick with lentils, onions, garlic, and a splash of olive oil. Roman cooking was not luxurious for most. But it was clever, resourceful, and deeply flavorful. The pantry nearby holds a quiet collection of ingredients. There are amphorae of garum, the salty, fermented fish sauce Romans used in nearly everything. Clay jars filled with wheat flour and barley meal. Bowls of dried chickpeas, lentils, and cracked spelt grain. And nestled in little cloth bundles, the herbs. Bay leaves, thyme, rosemary, and mint. All gathered from the garden just outside, dried in the sun, and crumbled gently into food. The kitchen smells like earth. Warm oil, sun-dried herbs, and the soft musk of grain. You might imagine Roman meals as feasts. Roasted boars, stuffed dormice, platters of oysters. But for most Romans, the diet was humble and comforting. In the morning, they might eat a porridge called poules, made from barley, simmered with water and herbs. Thick, creamy, and filling. Bread was central to their lives. It was baked in large communal ovens in the neighborhood. Flat loaves scored with cuts on top, sometimes flavored with poppy seeds, honey, or cheese. A servant might return mid-morning, arms wrapped around warm loaves. And the scent would fill the small home. Wheat, smoke, and a hint of salt from the rising sea breeze outside. Now, let's open the spice drawer. Tucked inside tiny glass vials and ceramic pots, are treasures from across the ancient world. There's black pepper, all the way from India. Cinnamon bark, smelling faintly of the forest. Cumin, coriander, fennel seeds. Even silphium, a now extinct plant, once prized for its sharp, musky taste. These were not used in excess. They were precious. Pinched in just enough to bring warmth, fragrance, and surprise. Imagine a honey-glazed fig, sprinkled with black pepper and mint. Or a stew flavored with leeks, vinegar, and a single saffron thread. These flavors were stories, told across continents. The meal is ready. Not lavish, but slow and fragrant. Perhaps there is moradum, a cheese and herb paste, mashed with garlic in a mortar. A simple lentil soup. Stewed leeks. And of course, bread. Wine is diluted with water, as Romans always did. Sometimes warmed, sometimes sweetened with honey and herbs. The family gathers on low couches around a wooden table. They don't rush. There are no forks, only spoons and fingers. Children giggle softly. The eldest tells a story of when he was a soldier. And outside, the night creeps in like soft velvet. The fire in the hearth is dying now. Only a few glowing embers remain. The pots are empty, scraped clean with bits of bread. Outside, the city is quiet. Pompeii sleeps. Inside, someone carefully places a clay lid over a bowl to keep the mice away. The last oil lamp is snuffed out. And the kitchen, once alive with heat, scent, and chatter, is now silent. But it holds the warmth of memory. A place of nourishment. Of daily rituals and ancient flavors. Where hands worked with care, and spices sang soft songs from faraway lands. And now, dear traveler, you've walked through the ancient kitchen, tasted the warmth of barley porridge, smelled the herbs, and listened to the whisper of Roman fire. Let your mind rest now, like a clay pot on a warm shelf. There's nothing more to do. The kitchen is quiet. The stars above ancient Rome are glowing softly. Let them keep watch as you drift, gently, peacefully, into the sweet stillness of sleep. Good night.